Alright, so DK against LGD Gaming. This is the LGD Gaming, of course, from China again, and this is a Chinese against Chinese, so we will get, don't worry, we will get to the European teams. And for first thing I'm gonna say, this is a different mic that I'm using. So I'm using not like a headset mic, I'm using actually standing mic on the table. So this is the first match I'm gonna be trying this mic. If it's kind of disrupting, if I'm like hitting the table, I'm sorry. So this is like a test for me to see if this mic is okay, so why not test it in like a decent game of Dota 2. So let's start. Captain's mode, of course, DK, GD Gaming on the way. So bans are Alchemist, Bad Trader, and Anti-Mage, and the fourth ban is coming. On the other team is, of course, Chen, which I'm very glad that Chen is kind of getting back to the mix at the international. Of course, no delay, no ping, so people can perfectly micro it. And I really think, and I'm glad that the people are showcasing the Chen in a good light. So later on, I can maybe get a closer look at done, and people will be excited to kind of see it because. Chen is definitely getting, I think, some popularity. I think it was kind of maybe dying out a little bit of popularity because I haven't seen any like a decent Chen players on the public. So maybe this is gonna kind of renew the Chen style, and we're gonna see more of that. So the bans are Chen, OD, of course, OD, the most annoying hero on the mid that you can have. Sometimes he doesn't scale so good into the, like a mid-late game. He gets the max, so he gets the items that are good on the mid game, but himself. I've seen the games and he was doing very poor job himself. We have Tinker and a Lone Druid band also with the LGD Gaming. So the picks are so far Lifestealer and Dragon Knight, kind of a combo that we already saw, and it's a combo that Lifestealer usually gets a free run in a DK with the Shadow Blade of the DK. So DK gets the Shadow Blade, gets Lifesteal in himself, and trying to hunt somebody down within the Shadow Blade and trying to catch somebody. So DK works as a vessel for Lifesteal at big damage. And of course DK has a perfect opportunity to stun in the beginning. Not even casting BK, the opponent team can actually react to it. Then immediately open wounds, and the damage is incredible. So that's the strategy. Of course, DK taking the Tree and Protector, so they can be overly aggressive with their picks. They can have like offlane that is very effective. So we have to see what's gonna happen here. The other team getting Visage and Magnus. Of course, Visage being the most picked and most like successful support of all is definitely not a question. That's definitely something that's happening at the TI3. And it was obvious, just from the qualifiers of the TI, the Eastern at least qualifiers, like they just preferred, you saw it, they preferred this type of hero, they preferred the Visage, and I definitely can agree. Like, he has incredible damage, he has incredible slow, basically, he doesn't need boots if he has the slow in the beginning, because that kind of acts as a boot, plus of course, it's like jumping with the power treads in, because the attack speed is improved, everything is improved. So Visage is definitely one of the heroes that is very incredible for me as a support, and as always I'm saying this, I'm expecting nerf very soon in the next version. Okay, so if you're taking the third pick, I have to say I am favoring, hard to say, I don't think LGD is at the top of the game right now, at least from my perspective. Like, I don't want to spoil the score or anything, so I'm not gonna say that. If like people want to watch it, for example, right now they can watch the tournament. They're gonna be watching it like maybe, you know, like later on, maybe even next week. Some people are gonna be watching these matches, so maybe they're on a vacation, they're coming back. So I don't want to spoil anything in any other match, because I think that sometimes it's kind of a hassle when you're like, okay, so I know everything about that group. You know, I wanted to watch these groups later on, and I can't see it right now. So so I'm not gonna say anything. But the DK definitely performance was back and forth. The thing is, of course, they can defeat some teams. Like, some teams are underperforming in this tournament, of course, as we kind of expected some teams to underperform. I have to say that a lot of teams are performing very well from Europe and the US, so I'm definitely happy about that. It kind of changed for me the behavior and understanding of the play style of these you know, European and US countries, because I was afraid that they're gonna just go into like copying whatever the others are doing, and they're just not performing on that level yet. But they are doing their own thing, which I'm definitely good about. So we have a Sand King on the LGD Gaming, which is great. I'm kind of wondering what's gonna be the Sand King role. I would not like to see Sand King as a support. I think if it's roaming support, it's fine. But with the Visage, of course, roaming. We'll see what's gonna happen. It could happen, of course. Visage is a slow, there's a stun, there's a, with the smoke, there's a certain possibility of a perfect setup with that slow, and then huge nuke, absolutely. But Sand King on the mid, I think that's a question that I would like to, or a situation that I would like to see. because Sand King power, he can be really incredible when he builds towards that dagger and he builds towards that those arcane boots, of course, first, and then the dagger. Like, he can be really strong. But at DK, I like their pick. The aggressiveness of Weaver is amplified with the Treant Protector shield. Weaver can be very ballsy, very ballsy, and there's not many things that can kill Weaver as it is. Like, we've seen it from this tournament. Weaver is very tanky, very impossible to kill, and definitely big hassle for anybody trying to kill him. They can lose like 3-4 stuns, 3-4 spells on him. He can time-lapse, and that's it. He has cooldowns against you. You don't have cooldowns against the team or him. So with the Treant Protector, it's going to be even more amplified, I think, right now. Their pick is really good, by the way. DK with the Invis, with the Lifestealer Bomb. Treant Protector in the background, kind of a holding situation, looking around. And Weaver, of course, being annoying anywhere he can. So I like the DK pick so far. Maybe more than the pick of LGD. We have Nature's Prophet for LGD. So we have that certain... they have a lot of AoE at this point. There's a lot of AoE at this point. And, of course, Treant Protector. When you have Nature's Prophet, I think... If it's gonna come to the removing the shield, he should be fine. But I'm kind of worried about Nature's Prophet lane because so far it's very aggressive against him. Like, he's not gonna be in a fun place. Last bands are Void and a Doom, of course. Void being the carry of the team LGD, because it's not gonna be probably Sand King mid then. It's not gonna be Sand King mid, unfortunately. It's gonna be the support. Like, I would really like to see Sand King Mink, and I think we have a game with the Sand King Mink, so it might get to that point. But Sand King will probably roll Mink or supporting at least with the Visage on a tri-lane. So they're picking for a tri-lane right now. Doom, of course, being banned. Doom could, you know, get the role of the jungle. Absolutely. It's completely fine with him. But it's going to be Enigma. So we're going to see some quick jungling from Enigma. Quick decent items. Of course, nobody in competitive on this tournament does the quick Roshan, I have to say. Even though, I swear to God, nobody, if you have Enigma, nobody would check the Roshan, okay? Level 7, you have it in 5-6 minutes. You start, of course, with Clarities, then you build a Medallion, then you do Roshan. Nobody would check. So there's a hard carry, it's a Morphling. It's an interesting matchup, I have to say. It's a very interesting matchup. Sylar, of course, is going to be farming. Yao, going to be playing the Magnus. And we have to wait for Sand King, I have to say, for the mid. We have to wait for another game. I like the, you know, Morphling is interesting. Morphling is very good against Enigma. I think he can cancel instantly. I think they kind of needed to cancel, so something to cancel the fucking ulti instantly, and I think Morphling can be that. Definitely with this movement, I think he can be fine with that. They can, on the other hand, they can catch him in the black hole, and he can die because of that. Because, you know, with this Morph of HPs, within the black hole, he cannot do it. So they can definitely do something about that, but we'll see. We'll see so far. So Burning will be farming, of course, on a Weaver. Farming on a Weaver, it seems. We have Arrow TK will be on an X. MMY will be supporting as a Treant Protector, of course. Maybe getting hint of the jungle for himself. Super will be getting in the mid. And of course Enigma will be on the bot lane. He bought a lot of Clarities and a Tango, so he's going to be denying the bot lane as much as he could. As much as he can right now. So will it be, hold on a second, will it be Nakes in a jungle? Treant Protector already going to the top lane. We have DDC, Sand King, and that's a good setup. That's a definitely a good setup. They have definitely things to go around, but the Enigma necessarily doesn't have to go there. She will have enough deniers to point at this lane. There's no word that there's a free pull, so these guys can have definitely free time for that. The same thing happening on top lane. There's not gonna be any pulling, so wards are kind of a, you know, are gonna go in a waste, at least the sentries in the beginning. Maybe if they can de-ward, but they don't know that. There was no vision on anybody there yet, so they don't know that yet. We have Rune on the bot lane. It's an Invis, so let's see who's gonna take it. Probably Sand King. He's like the best setup for the stun. Because these guys are range, of course, they can follow. He can follow with the waveform. Or he doesn't have it, but level 2 he will. They will give him the level, of course. And Visage can definitely get a smoke. So this could be like immediate gank to the mid if they want to. Or Visage is gonna be kind of handling probably the pull to kind of not push lane for to the to the ROTK, of course. Why I was not thinking about that? I was kind of, this is gonna be waste of Enigma, but they're gonna waste the Nakes, which is possibility, of course. He's gonna have a hard time, absolutely. There's a Sand King already in Invis, they don't know about this, so he's gonna have a hard time. He's not picking anything yet. He's gonna pick the Rage very soon until he, as soon as he sees actually something. So there are a few hits already. There's a Train Protector shield, of course. Right now wouldn't be the smartest thing to waste a stun. There's a stun, so the shield is off, but they can't really kill him. That's not really gonna happen, so he's gonna salve himself up. And back to the farming. He's gonna get some XP from this one, though. The lane pushed a little bit by this attack, so that's okay for him, I think. Okay, on the mid lane, DK Super is gonna be against Yao. It's back on the fourth lane, of course, as we know, as I said a million times, the bottles are coming. They are gonna be roaming these bottles, sorry, bottle crawling these bottles. So far, just running them down very slowly. So it's gonna be very defensive again, mid, back and forth. The lane is gonna be pushing the Pentas who's gonna be getting the better runes. Then the guy who's get the better runes, DD for example, Haste, Invis from behind, may get a better advantage. Of course, Magnus, if he gets Invis, he can just skewer him. So it's coming down to the runes. These supports maybe securing these runes for them, Enigma in the jungle, or Train Protector. He has a lot of time on his hands, I have to say. Even though he needs to farm his levels, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that he's solo here to farm his levels, because clearly Weaver can do it on his own. Weaver can do it. Right now, ROTK on the next is being very annoying. He doesn't have yet, of course, the reach for the stun. But he's trying to be annoying. He's level 3 already, so I think he's doing fairly fine. There's a top lane is Rune. Of course, I think, as I said, is going to take it. Pretty good region for her. Magnus kind of seeing that there's nothing there. Going back. Alright, after this one I have to eat something. Okay. So Xiao 8 is in the jungle, as I said. He's definitely transforming himself. He has, as you can see, he has Ring of Battles, so if something happens on the bot lane, there's a catapult and a dual creep wave with the catapult. They can immediately push on the bot lane, so we have to look for that. Because nothing, of course, I don't think they can kill the Nakes yet. He's got 1-1-1. He's sitting very comfortable on this solo off lane. It's very slow jungle. Of course, these creeps are the most ridiculous creeps in the jungle, other than the slowing one, but this is definitely like the tankiest creep in the jungle. Very annoying. So Enigma finishing the soul ring. The jungle will be easier. So Enigma, as you can see, already gaining some heat in the jungle, getting decent levels. So otherwise we are sitting on... Yep. Basically the guys on the solo. Interestingly enough, this guy, you know what, he's leeching... He leeched something of that lane too, but he's getting perfect pulls. He's gonna be getting a lot of levels on the Train Protector, which at level 5, like, there's a difference. Right now, there is a reason to level it up as soon as possible. There was a reason previously too. The regen, the damage block is increasing, of course, but right now, the instances. So you are getting back the old Train Protector with the levels, and so far he's doing a very good job. And I have to say, Weaver, like, for me, aggressiveness-wise, Weaver is better than a Morphling. Straight away. Morphling, of course, he was nerfed. Like, without the question, Morphling was nerfed. Weaver was not. So, right now, as you can see, there's a catapult dual creeper, as I said. Just wait for Xiao 8 to actually port on the bottom. He can rotate the next port, maybe. Because if this is not, like, successful pull, in the sense of doing damage, then there's gonna be a lot of XP for Nyx. He is DD too, so... Nyx, sorry, like, he can't really just jump on him right now, because he would receive that hit that would probably heal fully at OTK. So top lane being kind of secured. Enigma is there, but this is XP for CLA so far. Here we go, there's a catapult, Train Protector with a shield. Okay, that's gonna be a good pull. The same thing happening on the bot lane, but they don't have the creeps for it. Like, these guys are actually doing fairly a decent job stopping this. Like, they can kill him, that's the thing. Like, they can kill the Prophet on top lane. The Malphite right now being improved. Each time it's gonna hit 3 times, so that's improved disable amount of disable. It's certain amount of disables against like a Wind, for example, or even Weaver. It's working greatly. It's working fucking amazingly, because it's certain to 3 stuns that will put you in a position that you don't have. Then you don't have that Wind one. You don't have that Invis. But of course here it's different. Right? It wouldn't even matter here because it's easy kill. One Malefice and he's dead. So the top lane, definitely DK is doing a better job in pushing than the other team. It's kind of like, think like, he's gonna gain levels right now, fine, but couldn't he push the bot lane? Yeah, I don't think he could, but so far, of course, the top lane will go down too. Like, that's the thing, like, what are you right now gaining? Farm on Morphling? You're not gaining levels on Morphling. There are leechers. There are leeches on the bot lane of your team. Right now, dual tower for nothing. And it's gonna be, of course, big dip. Of course, that's a tower, so it may change by 1 action, 2 actions, it's fine, but still, It's 2 towers for free. And that's for heroes. Any hero, any support, right now, MMY is gonna get Arcane Boots, like, straight away. Arcane Boot 5 minutes in, that's it. That's very successful. So MMY is actually doing very, very decent job. Right now, level 3 of this is gonna be holding the bot lane very much secured. I think they could actually use it on the tower, like fortification and then the heal. I think that'll be more effective. But right now, Chain Protector on the bot lane, getting the rune, which is very important. It's a haste, so that would definitely benefit DK very much so for the ganks. Not gonna happen this time. So the bot tower will go finally down. Of course, it's kind of trading back to the not the advantage again of the LGD, but yeah, definitely they are okay right now. They are okay. But still, you know, we have Face Boot on an X, level 6 is going to happen very soon. Right now the lane is going to be pushing, that's a lot of XP for him. That's going to be finishing as level 6, this lane. Or the next one, which is this one. And they can't really kill him. Like, they don't have anything, they have magical damage. It's pure magical damage they have, these guys. Visage on top of it, of course. They can't kill him. So that was a pretty good decision making of the putting it lifestealer on the bot lane. So Burning, getting, what is it? Oh, he definitely has something. So we have already a beginning of a mech for Enigma. That's a lot of money for Enigma. 2 towers. She, I think, had to get some hits on the tower. Enigma, ooh. No wonder. No wonder. Double tower for Enigma. That's almost full mech. That's gonna be 8 to 9 minute full mech with the slow ring with level 7. That's huge. There's a stun on a Yao. He has Keeper, of course. Malphite is 3 times. Wow! What the fuck is happening? What the hell? I'm like, RP, no. And then the Enigma ulti failing. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, what was this? Okay, let's forget this happened. It would be better if he wasted this RP too, but you know what? He is the king. He is right now laughing. He is the one that can laugh. Enigma cannot. Back to the jungle, finish that mech. And then, of course, you can be laughing. There's a TP from the Prophet. Will they close him? Yes, they will. Not many HPs on the Yao, so this has to be very fast. There's immediate skewer. They had to do it. It had to be fast. Burning is kind of hunting this down. He has double hit right now. Will it be enough? Will it be enough? Nice. They used everything on the DK, so Burning's still hunting. He cannot do it. As you can see, the shield is still holding. Amazingly enough, high level of Chain Protector is definitely benefiting your team, as you can see. No black hole for unknown reasons. We don't have a black hole on the Enigma. I can't guess why. She wouldn't waste the black hole for nothing, right? I don't think so. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Burning very aggressive with the Chain Protector, as I said. It even amplifies on the top on the bot lane. Next against Sylar. Sylar is not so strong. Even he had the free farm. Naix is still sitting fine with levels, and levels on the Naix with Face Boots, like, it's right now better than Morphling, which is very sad. Level-wise, he's above him. So for me, the Morphling so far is not working that great. But, of course, CS-wise, he's there. But as a hero, like, what you get? You get Lincolns? Could you get Lincolns? Get Manta Style first, so you can actually get away from the Chain Protector ulti. You could do that. That's a very good idea. BKB, of course, he doesn't... yeah, it's hard to say. Like, of course, if there's a DK with a Shadow Blade initiation with the Naix inside of him, that's Morphling dead. That's Morphling dead if he doesn't have that Lincolns, for example. If, of course, there's no team to support him with Vision. There's a smoke immediate, so we'll see what's gonna be happening with the Morphling. He's the hero too. He needs the item. He just needs the item. They see something. They see DDC. He's like, oh shit. Okay. There's a stun. There's a nice stun. And that's gonna be kill. Malphite to secure it. Yes, Malphite to secure it. He's not even gonna be able to put one soul assumption on the opponent team. Sylar in this. Leaving the bot lane, unfortunately. Enigma having the mech. Very good Enigma. Farm-wise. Farm-wise. I'm gonna be looking at QQQ very precisely for these black holes, because it seems he's on a run. So I think could be interesting, because as soon as you do one bad black hole, it tends to go with you. It tends to be like you tend to not recover sometimes, which I think could be at least funny. So mid tower being pushed. They have the protection of the Chain Protector. Let's see what's gonna happen here. He's kind of saving it for the team fight. There's another TP. Enigma, of course, with the mech and everything. Mag is kind of watching this. He has deity, but That doesn't mean much in this big team fight. I still think DK has a better pick for this. With the Enigma, of course, already farmed. It was very important to get these 2 towers for her. Under 10-minute mech. That's gonna allow them to kill the mid lane, I think, without contesting it. From LGD. Final familiars, so they are gaining their respective levels. We have a CK level 2. So this is a different game than the previous one when the supports couldn't get any levels. Of course, that's the importance of the pool. Right now, they are capable of doing something because they have their certain levels that they are very important. Familiars are very important. Of course, this ult is very important too. One good skewer and ulti, and an SK can pull the full ulti off on them. So it's still not bad. As you can see, Silo doesn't have anything. He's just being pushed away by Burning. And Burning is gonna build BKB, and then what? Then what? 60% of your fight is diminished by this BKB. Of course, I'm saying 60 because that could be actually ulti. It could be such a huge thing with the dagger, which he actually is gonna have. But the mid tower is gonna go down. Nice last hit by DK. He's going BKB too, so it's gonna be double BKB. Oh my god. He's gonna probably get himself on the high ground here. They don't have any vision, on any type of vision, so they can't really get the kill here. Of course, he has to sit there for a while, but that was definitely a play that was the only one he could actually get. He couldn't get here, he had to get on the high ground there. And he's free, of course. Right now I haven't seen anything from Prophet. He's trying to, anti-push. Nope. He's trying to get the ulti off, doesn't do anything, there's a max, so far Prophet can't really do much. There we go on the top lane, finally. He's gonna be definitely getting to Shadow Blade as soon as possible. So DK, they just want a team fight. They're like, okay, we can take all the towers. We already took majority of the towers. There are tier 2 towers left, and we can take it. So they are going BKBs. Magnus finally getting the RP. Certain RP on somebody, because Kira, of course, it can be awkward. A lot of heroes can stop it. But the blink is instant, of course, so they don't have any Rubik, so they don't have to worry about not casting anything here. Both teams, actually. Rubik was banned, if I'm not mistaken, so both teams are pretty capable of pulling their big ultis off in this one. Because there's a Rubik, you better not give him any of these ultis. You better not. That could lose you a game. Even in the grand finals, like, that could lose you a game, so better not do that. I saw Navi like TI2, I don't know if it was grand finals or it was against LGD, but there was an Enigma I think played, and she didn't ulti once. She ulted when the game was over, on the Rubik itself. So, there was one ulti on the Rubik himself, just that. If she couldn't get ulti, she wouldn't. So, they just basically push with the momentum. So that's how Rubik is ridiculous actually against these type of heroes. Not here though, so they can freely get the best ultis possible. Right, Enigma? Right? So Sylar finally getting some item. This is a very smart item. We have DK, we have Burning, we have Lifestealer, so a lot of auto attack damage. And there is, you can say there's magical damage by the DK. There's a DK and Enigma, of course. There's a Ghost Scepter jumping in, amplifying the damage a little bit. Can't really follow anything else. Of course, we see Roshan attempt. That's why the familiars are so good. One familiar already down, which is a huge thing for Burning. Second one will do this stun, but they can't really kill him. He flies on like a low ground. And there's initiation on a QQQ. Wow, nice ulti, but only on one. Immediate ulti from MMA away. It was nice ulti, nice ulti. He gets the black hole this one. And that was maybe the best black hole positioning that they could give him. Okay, Soul Assumption is gonna cancel getting my ulti, but that was pretty good positioning from the skewer, I think. They can still follow up on the Yao. He doesn't have a skewer, he doesn't have a dagger activated, so that's gonna be his fall. DD he does have magic stick, so he can do something, but why would he? He is gonna go away from this one. He needs to get the arcane boots, he needs to get the dagger maybe. They don't have any other arcane boots, if I'm not mistaken. Not even close, so he needs to get the arcane boots for a team, unfortunately. A split push, but not happening here, not happening. A lot of mobility, I have to say. I was kind of worried when I saw that Lifestealer, DK, and a Weaver in the same team, plus supported by Twin Protector level 7 already. So I was definitely afraid of this. And I think it's showing that, yeah, not so easy to actually avoid this, not so easy. So we have Medallion also, so it's a quick Roshan. Still familiar controlling this. So we have to see what's going to happen with the Roshan and when it's going to fall. So far, they don't need it. They don't even need it at this point. BKBs are going to be happening very, very soon. Enigma, of course. We'll see what she's going to get. BKB would be amazing in that fight. BKB would be amazing because she got killed by the Visage. Again, like Visage, just... safely in a position to get the best soul assumption, so that was pretty good, but it was already too late. It was already too late. Too many heals on the Trim Protector, Leech Seed, Living Armor, and also it was Enigma Mech, of course. So Enigma is very tanky in this type of lineup. I would actually almost like to see the Shadow Blade from this guy, though. Yep, DK Shadow Blade with an X in him. That's definitely a combination that you can't really forget when you're playing against it. It will catch you off guard if you're a Prophet. As a Prophet, you have to do this. You have to go around. He ports here. DK's already running in. He has vision. He's running in. He's waiting on no vision side, and he's running in right now, killing him instantly. And that you know, it's been seen many times, and definitely is a combo that is working very well. So Sylar having a hard time against burning here. See, like, yeah, yeah. Exactly. That's not even a smiley face. That's just desperation. That's like that Morphling, man. Like, you know what? I wouldn't mind if they gave back the old Morphling. Right now, as you can see immediately, Roshan, they have everything, black hole, everything. Of course, we have something too. There's a smoke, but only 3 guys. Can it be enough here? Can this initiation be enough? Nice ulti here. They see them then clumped up, but they are not gonna get it. Would be ballsy though. Would be ballsy to just jump in, skewer them into your SK with the ulti. Would like to see it. And you know what? Maybe it should have happened, because clearly BKB. And there's gonna be what? BKB? Possibly. Yes, I guess. So already they are in incredible disadvantage. Can they do something? With who? If they had carry, like for example, Lifestealer is, or Burning is, if they have Weaver, I would be like, fine, yeah, sure. He can be aggressive towards side lanes, as Prophet should be, and do something. But with this hero, nothing. It's honestly like it's kind of sad, because the old Morphling would perform just better, damage-wise, rotation of spells-wise, casting it in a waveform would perform way better, way better. But that's not the case. That's not the case anymore. And of course we have double BKB, so his only choice to snipe somebody in that certain Ethereal Blade combo with the Adaptive Strike is going to be... There's not many choices. Can be next. Rage. BKB here on DK. BKB here on a Burning. So it can be who? Enigma? Mech? Leech Seed? Living Armor. Not many choices. Again, fighting against Burning, of course, he can do it. Even the shield is just making fun of this for the fun of the Sylar. And there's a Sylar going back to the base of the illusion of somebody. There we go. Will they use... Oh, he's careful. He's careful. They cannot catch him. He would have to use ulti for this one, though. If he skewers him here, they are creeps. So it's kind of a pipe dream. Let's see if it's gonna happen. There's RP immediate. Skewering him away, there are creeps. See? Creep jumping in. Oh, he cannot. He doesn't have the ulti yet. So he's armored though, 11 stacks. Will it be enough? There's a Burning actually helping out. Trim Protector Shield. Not enough. Just not enough. That was... I've seen it... Even though they didn't know he has ulti. They didn't know his ulti. But I ulti already used from SK. Not really doing anything. DDC dropping down just by flame of the DK. Enigma going in. Doing as much magical damage as they can. There we go. And there we go. There's a final vision from Chuan. Double kill for the DK. Their setup is better. Clearly better. They got the mid tower, but that's a not so great of a trade-off. Of course, Sylar has that Eagle Horn, but as I said, against who they're gonna use it? Against who they can use it? I'm kind of wondering. And as I kind of mentioned, like the defensive kind of a careful play. Of course, it's gonna drop away immediately. There we go. Of course, it's kind of a stretching it. Enigma could have surprised him with the not Ogre Club, but a dagger and a black hole in the face, which would be, I think, interesting. But that would be too risky, and for this Enigma, of course, he already had one misplay, so you don't want at this stage to have that many misplays as a black hole, so you rather not cast it. You can't. Nobody can talk about your bad black hole if it's not gonna be there. Okay, you're not gonna cast it. Only one. There's only one bad black hole in 30 minutes. It's not bad. Doesn't matter that you casted only one, right? It's fine. I kind of feel with Magnus like it's kind of For him, it has to be very frustrating because like they don't have anything to compete. They don't have anything. See, like he ignored it. He actually bought it. He did. Okay. It's combo of nonsense in this match. It's not gonna do shit. It's not gonna do shit. Literally, no shit's gonna happen from this one. Of course, you can disable somebody after the 9-second BKBs or 10-second BKBs are over, and the rage 5-6 seconds rage is over. Oh, then he can be like, "I get you now." Of course, in the it's amplifying their style. And Soul Assumption, sure. A lot of spells, lot of spells. He has a lot of spells. He has ulti, sure. But against what already is here, no, it's not gonna work, unfortunately. What could be the item right now? I would still get Manda style right now for, we have slow here, we have ulti here, so he can definitely make it work. Malefice too, so it's like perfect item for this type of setup, as this type of hero, of course. But still, it's, yeah. Let's see, Visage, definitely not having familiars nearby. They are very behind. They're gonna get two, but he's gonna get just eaten up by the lifesteal itself. Like DK, of course, doing some certain damage, but lifesteal could take it alone, that kill. Familiars, careful. He can resummon them, of course. You know why? Because he's dead. Burning, being annoying as always. And mid tower tier 2 is gonna be going down. Nothing they can do about it yet again. Where's that eagle horn? With a haste! With a haste. Let's see what's gonna happen. Nothing, of course. We don't have to watch the bot lane, of course. Nature's Prophet are kind of trying to push, but they cannot do it. They cannot do it. It's full HPs. Each tower will be full HPs at some point because this hero. So, and I think that that's the strength of this hero, as you can see, already healing this tower or this mid on mid. What is he healing? Burning? He thinks burning is crazy, so he's giving the shield before anything happens, which might be true. Nobody's on the bot lane. Morphling, of course, is on the top. H-Prof is on the top, so they're trying to split push, but like, what can you split push when you're losing all the towers? What can you split push if there's a push? Like, it's called split push. Okay, fine, it's good, split push. You there, you there, you there. There we go. DK with the Shadow Blade. That's exactly what I was kind of talking about. I don't think it's gonna work in this time, but yeah, that's exactly what basically is the best combo. And you know what? Nature's Prophet. Oh, everything. Yes, we got him. We got him. Now he cannot TP. It's great. Makes sense, right? Yeah. Now he is not in a safe position. He doesn't have a Shadow Blade himself, so there's not gonna have to be even any sort of a vision. They don't need anything. Just go at him. Right now he needs to be more careful. So right now he's not going, top lane or bottom. He's going jungle, top jungle, because he sees lifesteal there, so he feels comfortable. But right now the split push, that's kind of neglected by just this combo, just the Shadow Blade buying him that item. Prophet has to be extremely careful right now. Yeah, split push is interesting, man, but the split push doesn't really work when the other team does the push, just push, just the one word. There we go. Whoa, lifestealer. Has a gem already. Already, like 24 minutes in. Already when he needs it, let's say. It's better. It's a blink. BKB is gonna be. That's very far away. It's very far away. There's a blink on SK. Okay. That's fine, but as you see, like, they don't have even like arcane boots. They don't. I have arcane boots on Magnus, fine, but they are not doing good. They are definitely not doing good as a support. These two guys. They are always like a mid items. It's like mid earn with the magic one finished. No boots upgrade. It's like mid item something. He has the support, unfortunately. That's what happens sometimes. He's like mid better magic wand with bracer. It's like mid items, both of them. Let's see. So there's a Desolator, unfortunately, for everybody hoping that Sylar will, use the combo once. It will be hard. I kind of doubting he can actually pull that combo once, because Enigma already, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I'm mistaken. Not yet, but close to it. In the next team fight, she's gonna have BKB, so there's gonna be 4 Magic Immunity heroes plus Chuan, who doesn't give a shit. He doesn't have to care. He's not gonna kill him. And plus Morphlink, if he goes in, he can ulti just Morphlink, it's fine. Morphlink, you know, if he doesn't have Replicate, he's gonna be stuck. He probably will have Replicate. Let's give him that, of course. But Chuan, as this hero, he doesn't give a shit about that combo, trust me. That's not gonna care. He's not gonna care much. Just this and Leech Seed would be enough to actually deflect it, I think. Not deflect it like fully the damage, but completely regroup from it, just by himself. So let's see what we have actually set up here. We have a deity in a good position, RP. The problem still is like for immunity, like no Aegis. Aegis actually is gone. Well, Lifesteal still has it. No, he doesn't. It was a burning, right? So let it go. Okay. It's such a scary thing when there's so many BKB, so many immunities. Like it's just like what do you do? It's such a quick push. Okay, here we go. There's a Shadow Blade, so we can definitely chase very quickly. They probably has to like close him in the trees, and that's it. They cannot get through. They cannot get through. So very nice play. He had the Quilling Blade, but there was a tree. He put it like he didn't destroy any trees by his trees. He put it himself in trees. I think he cut his tree next. No, like still the Nature's Prophet tree. But there was, I think, this tree or some of these trees, like one of those three, blocking it still. So they couldn't actually get the vision there, which was interesting. That was lucky. That was because Hex, like wow, like that was lucky. But still, like it's a Hex, like wow, great. Look at these items finally appearing, but magic, huge damage. Hex, of course, sure. Well, there's a CR8 with the Hex and everything. Oh no, not so great. BKB, of course, as you can see, so no Hex being applied, unfortunately. He can waste it because he actually yet didn't. 9 seconds is still fine, fairly okay. So there's a Roshan with the Medallion Desolator. It's gonna fall ridiculously fast. There we go, look at this. Just melting to the ground. They cannot contest this, unfortunately. Level 11 on SK. He doesn't have a level... Like, right now, like, I'm talking about the ulti, like, with the habit of the dagger, but he doesn't have level for it. He doesn't have level to actually pull successful ulti off, so... That's an additional thing that they don't have. They have gem. Midway to something, again. BKB not finished yet. Can he finish it? Yes, he can. But will he? Probably not. So there's a Maelstrom on DK. That actually is able to pull you so many damage. Because you have the splash form, and you have a Maelstrom, so it's really, really great. And my biggest damage, recorded of course, not of the buff, which is, like, I'm missing like 350 games there. But recording damage, oh, CR8, he's so slow. Look at this. Do I tree? No, I guess not. He has Hex, so if he doesn't have BKB, he should be able to get away, which he does. It's still 10 second BKB, like, he didn't have anything to follow it up necessarily, because there was no team, like, nearby. But, yeah. He didn't have Nakes, basically, that's what I'm trying to say. He didn't have Nakes in him. He needs it. He needs the Nakes going inside. And then out, of course, very soon. Then they see the first target, he goes out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And, of course, Rage. Getting the buildings. Burning with the Aegis, of course. He doesn't care. So he can Aegis, he can die after the Aegis and still out himself back to the battle. So there's like many ways how he can actually get back to the battle. Whoa! No mana for him now. CR8 being caught off. Nice ulti. Unfortunately, there's no SK. He's not there with the ulti. Black Hole being cancelled immediately. Holy shit. That was bad. Second ulti of the Enigma being not so successful, but doesn't matter. We have 4 BKBs, so who gives a shit? Sorry, 3 BKBs and 1 Rage. I forgot about that. Unfortunately, tanking wasn't there. The still duration of BKBs would be there, but of course, it would look kind of flashy to get that ulti off. Unfortunately, the ulti was in the 4 BKBs or 4 immunities, so it wouldn't really have any effect. Because Chuan, as I said, Chuan doesn't give a shit. You should know that by now. He doesn't give a shit. Not many kills, like you see, like this is very... I like it actually. I like this type of game, precise game. And of course he's dead. Not even being able to blink away. Nothing. So this is very precise. I think they wanted to buy the pick. This hero, like, Ethereal Blade, where it was. Probably burning, I guess. I mean, you can't really check because it doesn't do anything, it seems. So, yeah. There's definitely not a good game from LGD. I think Pickwise is not good too. Like, I'm sad for Sand King because I like Sand King. I would like to see him perform well. He can't at this game, he can't perform well. He wasn't, they weren't doing anything with that lane. Not that they could, I'm saying they could. You know, Trim Protector, they already lost. Like, there's too many, I think that's just too many heroes that are too good in this type of setup, which is DK, Lifestealer, and Trim Protector. And Weaver, of course, I forgot about Weaver. Like, these are like extremely defensive heroes that are aggressive at the same time. Oh, Styler. He has the MKBs, he has the CO8. just taking it from behind for the big Styler. He's actually Eagle Horning, sorry, Trailblading him, but yeah, he canceled it. He's like, I'm gonna rather TP. I would rather TP than this. Okay. GG, there it is. But I think one thing should be mentioned. I think Enigma performance is legendary at this point. This was game, I think, played almost like it would be played against Rubik. Like, no black holes at all. I mean, you can see the team fight is just not happening, but no black holes. And if there's a black hole, it's on the ground with nobody there. Or cancelled immediately. I'm not sure what cancelled it the second time. It obviously wasn't Magnus. Skewer doesn't go through immunity anymore. That was the nerf too, I think. I don't want to say it, but I think it was her. Maybe not. Maybe there's something behind the scene that I missed. There was a lot of like, there was not fight. There was like 4 BKBs, so 3 BKBs, 1 immunity, and there was a, you know, that was the RP. Like, no spells could follow because they wouldn't go through. So that's gonna be it. So thanks for watching. This is the game LGD against DK. We got more on the way, I think. Maybe.